welcome back to Let's Play Ace Combat X.
The Skilla unit has left Sachana Air Base for Mount Nevera. Unfortunately, radar interference has prevented us from pinpointing their exact location. But we believe they have abandoned the Kalana Steppes to protect the Nevera Jammer.
It's basically a fantasy novel with planes, which I understand is kind of the concept, but...
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Ooh, a Nighthawk. You could use this in the last mission because it was a stealth plane.
Yeah, allegedly, that's the thing, stealth in this game works for enemies, it doesn't really work for you.
Yeah, I guess I would be very annoyed by that fact if I were playing this. What's the point of taking the stealth plane if I don't get to have stealth?
So anyways, this is basically the quote-unquote bad timeline version of this mission where, because we went and we did 8A first, the Skilla unit that was at Sachana Air Base in 9A has kind of fucked off, so we're gonna have to hunt them down later.
To capture the capital is a success, we need to first take back Sachana Air Base. Sachana Air Base is our country's largest air base. The enemy incurred heavy losses during the previous battle at Kalana Steppes, resulting in a near-complete loss of air power in this area. However, enemy ground troops have already begun to form a formidable intercept force in their stead. The surrounding woods would put our ground troops at a distinct disadvantage, so a helicopter unit will be used to carry them in. Your mission, sir, will be to protect the helicopter unit until they can safely land at the target. Intelligence reports that enemy troops trained in guerrilla warfare and familiar with the terrain are holding this point. Infrared sensors have been attached to the HUD to help locate enemies hiding in the forest. The heat signature from an enemy's weapon will appear on the HUD whenever they fire. Use this chance to lock onto the target. Draw enemy fire and take out as many enemy positions as possible to ensure the safety of the helicopter unit.
So, not as shitty a gimmick as 9A, but still kind of infuriating for just the amount of work that you have to do to protect these idiots.
It's an escort mission.
Yep.
That right there loses some points. However, it sounds like you're going to be using rockets to take out people on foot, which, once again, a little bit of overkill there.
Yep. But anyways, for our exploits in 9A and taking out Gakrux, we've unlocked the paint scheme, and I've also unlocked the Special 2 color for the Caliburn because I went and I ground the shit out of it between missions, so... But anyway, for this run, we're going to be taking out the good old F-18 with here we go, the napalm bomb, the good old war crimes device.
Nice, yeah. I mean, that's what you want. You want the authentic pilot experience.
Yeah, I can just drop a napalm on a bunch of literal foot soldiers in the middle of a forest.
Mm-hmm. Nothing more American than that.
We won't be able to handle the enemies hiding.
Although, technically in X, we're playing a horrific mashup of basically just Australia and Brazil/Argentina, so...
That's a grouping.
Yep. So anyways...
I was gonna say, you brought some missiles along, too. It's just, your standards.
Oh yeah, no, you always get just standard heat seekers in basically any plane you fly in any game. So there's no choice of variation there in terms of weaponry. But anyways, I'm doing this very intentionally, just literally fucking off halfway across the map because this is kind of really the only chance you get to take out the named Ace Storm for this mission.
Yeah. He would just fly off otherwise?
Yeah, he flies off the map very, very slowly, but it's just a matter of this is like really like the only chance you can just get away freely from the Chinooks that you're supposed to be guarding without them just getting overwhelmed by RPG fire.
That was quick, and you're gonna be able to get back there pretty fast.
Yeah.
Concentrate on the helicopters.
Because again, like, this is one of those missions where I had to replay like probably 10 times in order to get it right. And one of the things that becomes really apparent, especially like if you go through it a bunch of times and you actually pay attention to it, is it spawns a bunch of like little RPG units down on the bottom. But like, I think it's only like every third or every fourth spawn will do damage to the your allies.
Oh, well, that's a little bit more fair.
Yeah, the first time I played through it, I'm going like, oh my god, this is bullshit. I've got to shoot down all of these guys, and then eventually, yeah, I kind of realized that like the first couple that spawn in, they completely whiff their shots at the helicopters. And then it was specifically like the third one that would hit them, and it was always the third one that would hit, so I'm going, oh, there's a pattern here.
Yes, must abuse video game pattern.
Yep. So then by that point I was like, okay, I know what I'm going to do to get this ace, and just fucking booked it across the map, because like, I usually like, on like the other runs that I would do with this, I would like, wait until like the helicopters were like halfway up the river and then try to make a run for the ace.
Yeah.
And they'd
that seems
like
annoying. Sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. Yeah.
No, it seems annoying that you have to like figure out that pattern. That's just not.
Like, and again, I don't think that it's like a pattern that you're really supposed to figure out and recognize, like just as like on a casual play. But like, I guess it's specifically there for like insane people like me who are just trying to break the game apart and just like do everything and show off everything that you can with it.
Yeah. It's so weird to me that the RPG is just like a missile that comes out of the ground. There's no one there. Like, I understand why you wouldn't render, like, a single person firing an RPG, but I kind of wanted you to be able to, like, ram into them.
Yeah, that would be fairly creative, I suppose, but yeah, I
put the landing gear down and just knock them in the face.
Or just flip the plane over 180 and just, like, clip them with the tail fin.
Oh yeah, just like go right over him and then just like engage the afterburners right as you pass. It's like there's a lot of options here.
Again, yeah, it's a shame that there are no VTOL planes playable like in the Ace Combat franchise, because like the F-35C or whatever, the one with the gimbal afterburner or whatever that can melt concrete, that would be a good choice for this mission.
I feel like the temptation would be to get like right in front and above of a plane and then just let him pass you as you switch over to the VTOL. It takes like half a minute to do that though.
Like again, like this would be a very good mission just for the Harrier, because like those helicopters are slow as shit, and your plane is like, no matter what you take out, is going to be like probably like 4 or 5 times faster than them, so you're gonna have to just constantly just be looping around them to try and make sure like you stay in basically protective range of them.
Oh yeah.
Allied helicopter unit down.
Still guys out there, huh?
Yeah.
Gotta say, I feel like they could have chosen a better path.
Yeah. Well, the good news is I think that was the last RPG spawn, so now the only danger that they're in is from units that are actually on the base, because those Apaches that spawn and take off, like, the first time around that I actually got the helicopter unit to the base, I didn't think that they were actually a threat, so I just let them go, and they intercepted the helicopters and shot them all down.
Oops.
Yeah.
Hey, gun kill, nice.
Oh yeah, it's really weirdly satisfying just being able to bounce aircraft that are trying to take off on the runway.
Yeah, it's a nice feeling. It's an accomplishment, you know?
I know, it sucks to be them, but, you know.
They probably should have thought about taking off before I got here. It's not like I was quiet.
Also, now watch this embarrassing little, thing here, so... Oh, I actually got it this time. Oh. Oh, so this is the alternate run then, because, in the original run that I did of this, like where like I unlocked all the plane paint schemes and everything, basically I got the B-52 to spawn, and then immediately before, like, I shot the missile at it, but before I got the destroyed notification, the choppers landed and I got the mission accomplished thing, so it robbed me of killing the star unit for the mission.
Oh no, man.
Yep.
One would hope that they would give you a couple of seconds of grace on something like that, but I guess not.
Unfortunately, no. Yeah, that one only spawns in if you after you've taken out, I think, like 8 or 10 ground units. And so I spent most of that time on the first run of that mission just like focusing on all the air targets. So by the time I finally crossed the ground unit threshold, like I literally had like 2 or 3 seconds to try and destroy it, and I didn't meet the didn't meet the time requirements. So yeah, the choppers landed and it despawned right as I fired the missiles at it.
Oh.
You're on the money.
Increase power.
Trying to go as slow as possible, but just gonna fall out of the sky at this point.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ooh, nice.
You know, like the
Used to have a spine.
like I know that's the irony. You need to get the plane on the ground as quick as possible to get the perfect. And yet, if you wanted to do it realistically, it would take you probably about a minute or so to actually do it.
The mission
Yeah.
is a success.
Made some money on that one though.
Air power
Oh,
from the
hell
base
yeah.
will be a vital asset, especially in the battle to retake Griswold. I have the feeling the day of our capital's liberation is not far off.
That arc.
Yeah, just RPG unit spawns, RPG unit dead. But yeah, so as you can see, like this is the run from, or the footage from the original run where I missed the B-52, because you can see I'm clearly not abandoning the helicopters to just go run for the name base. But yeah, here's the footage from the run, just to show that yes, I actually did get it. So shut up, please.